Price action trading on the pound yen. Now in my live stream yesterday we discussed pound yen in a little bit of detail. I like the idea of being long in this market in particular. Reasons being is because we're seeing some weakness entering on the Japanese yen, and we're seeing a little bit of strength coming in into the pound at the moment. And I wanted to see if pound yen would continue its rally from last week. So you can see here I'm on the pound yen chart. I'm on the 30-minute time frame. I entered a couple of positions in here, which again I explained on the live stream. So if you want to go back and watch that video, you can do, but I'm going to explain what happened here. So I actually got long twice in this market. I cancelled one of the trades for a small profit and then entered a different position. Reason being was because we had a little bit of data coming out as well, and I wanted to see how price reacted to the key lows. So what we saw was I entered in here initially. That was from a lower time frame move. Price rallied. I didn't feel comfortable in the position anymore, so I exited the position and just waited to see how the market kind of opened towards the afternoon session. And the market came down into this key area of structure. So the way I like to build price action positions in is by using multiple time frame analysis. Okay, so I like to look at opportunities from higher time frame and then scale into the lower time frames for an opportunity. So here we can see on the weekly chart, last week, the pound yen actually formed a very strong bullish weekly candlestick. Now, this was off the back of price coming down towards this sort of 179 area. Now, we can see in the past that the market has reacted to this area on a number of occasions. So back through here, for instance, and most recently through the sort of month of November and December, we rejected in and around this 179 area. So the way I like to look at the market is if price is holding that area, are the sellers going to give up at this point and are buyers going to want to get back into the market? Also, we could try and sort of suggest that this market may be in a sort of trading range. Overall, the market has been bullish. We know that if we zoom out on the weekly chart, it's been bullish since 2020. We've come back into this sort of period here, though, where the market is technically in a bit of a range. We can see that we're ranging between sort of the 188 level and that 179. So when I see the market is trading within a range, I like to look for opportunities towards the lows. Okay, now obviously missed that opportunity down at the 179, but price formed a bullish close. Looking to see if the momentum will continue into this week. It may even continue further and head back up towards the 188. So going down to the daily time frame, I basically watched to see how the daily price action was forming, because I like to see, is the daily sort of in agreement with what my kind of thought process is behind the opportunity. So we can see obviously price found a little bit of resistance coming in here around about the 184 handle, but notice the daily candlestick closes here. So that would be Monday's candlestick, and then that is Tuesday when we got involved with the market. But you can see that price is obviously still finding a little bit of support here. We're not seeing aggressive selling coming into the market. I'm not seeing things like what we saw when price came into that 164 area, sorry, 184, and rejected in the past. You can see we had strong rejections. We're not quite seeing that anymore. So I was looking to see if there are any areas where price may want to try and find a little bit of support as well. So going into the 4-hour time frame, you can't really see anything in too much detail, but if you go into the hourly, this is where I found my area of support. And the area of support I looked at was this area down through here. It was around about the 182.75 up to the 183 handle. And the reason why I pointed this out is because I like to picture the market in kind of areas of volume. Okay, so if the market kind of rallies, consolidates, rallies again, that is the market rallying, picking up orders, and then continuing to the upside. So we'd see low volume through this area here, aggressive, or sorry, not aggressive volume, but an accumulation of volume through this period. Again, a little bit of aggressive buying coming in, a little bit of accumulation, aggressive buying, a little bit of accumulation. Now, what you can see is when the market ranged between these 2 points, if I was to draw sort of a volume profile chart on here, you'd see large volume in here, low volume, little bit of volume, low volume, and then sort of something that looked like that. Okay, so the market is building volume here. that could mean that we're starting to get support in and around this point. Okay, so I basically looked at that, and then I applied the price action trading strategy that we covered in a different video. So I like to use this in a step down process. So I found hourly support. Okay, so I'm going to be looking for 30-minute time frame entries. Okay, and that's going to come off the back of the higher high, higher close candlestick. Okay, so I'm going to go down into the 30-minute time frame, and we can see that we form that. Now you can actually see me actually talking about this in the live stream yesterday. So I entered a position to the upside once price had confirmed to me that it was forming the candlestick pattern that I look for, and that is that higher high, higher close candlestick. We also had confluence with a 200 moving average on the 30-minute time frame. So I ended up taking a long position in here, targeted that key swing high through there, and price has since continued to push higher. So I could have probably had double the reward of what I was looking at initially. But that's how you can use price action within your trading to find opportunities. Use that top-down analysis point of view, find your higher time frame conditions, then go down to your lower time frame. Do the conditions match with that, or even can you find lower time frame levels of support and resistance? Think in volume, and then look for your opportunities on your lower time frame. So hopefully that made sense. Thanks for watching this video update. If it did, leave it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video.